If I could go back 5 or 6 years and meet the person who had just started learning English, there are a few things would definitely tell myself. Because honestly, I wasted a lot of time, not because I was lazy, but because nobody explained the right way to learn English. If you are learning English today, this video might save you months or even years. The first thing I wish I knew is this: grammar is important, but grammar books won't make you fluent at all. In India, many people say forget grammar, just speak. I don't agree. And I also don't agree with people who say finish grammar first, then start speaking. Both are wrong. Grammar is like learning the rules of cricket. You need the rules. But if you only read the rules book, but if you only read the rule book and never pick up a bat, you'll never become a good player. English is exactly the same. Learn one grammar topic, then immediately use it in speaking and writing. For example, if you learn the present simple or simple presented today, don't stop after reading the rules. Make 20 sentences about your own life. I wake up at 6, I teach English, I study English, my brother works in Mumbai, and now say those sentences aloud all the time. That's how grammar becomes a skill instead of just knowledge. The second thing I wish I knew: when I started, I thought fluent people knew every word in the dictionary. They don't. Most daily conversation use simple vocabulary. Instead of learning difficult words, learn useful words. Words you actually use every day. Those words will improve your English much faster than memorizing fancy vocabulary you will never use at all. The third lesson: translation is helpful in the beginning, but don't depend on it forever. Most Indian learners hear an English sentence and immediately translate it into Hindi, Marathi, Telugu, Urdu, Tamil, and another language. They think of the reply in their language and only then translate it back into English. That's why speaking becomes slow. Translation is like training wheels on a bicycle. They are useful when you are learning, right? But one day you have to remove them. Start thinking in simple English, not difficult English. If you want to say "Mujhe pani pina hai," you have to train your brain to think about it like "I want water." Little by little, it becomes natural. Fourth thing I would just say: consistency is more important than motivation, right? Many people study English for 4 hours on Sunday, then they don't open a book for the next 5 days. That doesn't work at all. Study 30 minutes every day. Even 20 minutes is enough if you do it consistently. English is a habit, I would just say, not a one-day project. The fifth lesson I would like to tell you that don't be afraid of making mistakes. Like, this was my biggest mistake when I started. I knew the answer, but I stayed silent because I was afraid like someone would laugh at my English. But later I realized something: nobody becomes fluent without making mistakes. So mistakes are part of the learning process. The only people who never make mistakes are the people who never speak, right? So you have to remember this. And finally, like, the biggest lesson I wish I knew when I started learning English: like, learning English is not a race, and you do not have to compare yourself with someone who has been learning for 10 years. Compare yourself with who you were last month. If today you understand one more English video than before, you are improving. Progress is progress. So if I could give only one piece of advice to every English learner in India, it would be this: like, you have to learn grammar, practice speaking, read every day, listen every day, and write every day. And what you have to do these five things, and you have to also speak, right? Practicing, right? Consistently, and your English will definitely improve. Maybe not in a month, or maybe not in 3 months, but one day you will speak English confidently, and you will smile because you will realize you didn't need talent at all. You just needed the right method, and you got here in this video. And you know what? Thanks for watching. If this video helped you even a little, subscribe to this channel, because every week we'll learn practical English that you can actually use in real life. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.